Join me as we explore boosting
And
opportunities
then
for
you go into the
talented,
next year with a
untapped
higher
track
base
athletes
than
today.
you started with the year prior.
So I'm sure, like athletes like Gary Thomas and that lady who like breaks all the 400-meter hurdle records. I'm sure that like, they're one status. What is life like for like we'll say quote unquote average track athlete, right?
As far as their pay,
Yeah, paid
you know,
lifestyle,
it
that kind
it
of
would
stuff.
it would shock you how opaque the market is for that that tier
Mhm.
athlete. 'Cause I was like in between. Um, and it depends because if you assuming because it depends on your event. And it also depends on the budget of the shoe company for that year. 'Cause they allocate a certain amount of money for each event. Uh, I do know that uh, the contracts are in 4-year cycles, so they'll give you 3 years and a 1-year optional year. That's pretty standard, but, like, there's examples of that not being the case. Um, but for that tier, this is why I'm coming back into a sport on the business side, by the way. It's to cater to that tier that we're talking about that's not quite, you know, tier 1. They're not quite like tier 3. They're, like, somewhere at 2. Like, they're fast, they're definitely world class. They're gonna have a harder time getting into meets than the tier 1 athletes, but they can still place at meets. They can make a team. Um, they may not be an automatic lock to do it, but they can do it. And what we're trying to do is create opportunities for that tier to earn a good living. Because right now, it's hard because everyone is we're in the era of the super track and the super spike, so everyone's running faster and there's better coaching across the board. Um, so if you're a 10 flat runner, or even say even 999, you probably you probably still won't get especially if you're American, you're not getting a contract. Um, whereas 20 years before, you had a deal right out of college. Like you had a good deal too. But that's just not the case anymore. So now we're trying to create opportunities by way of meets for that class of athlete to have a consistent schedule. Don't have to travel too far and can make money, make a good living, not just money, but just make a good living uh, every year.
Do you see yourself ever like starting your own like track league?
Um, Perhaps or financing it. Yeah, I mean either or.
Okay.
It's the opportunity to do it is there. I can tell you that right now.
So I remember seeing somewhere like I'm trying to make this up where like it said if you're a high school football player, you have like a 5% chance to go to college to play football on a college full scholarship. And then from there, I'm making I think let's say there's $10 million, 10 million high school football players, or like 2,500 go to college to play
Mhm.
football, or like 300 go like play NFL. The numbers pretty much like kind of same in track, going from like high school track to college track to
I
like
think
pros.
I think proportionally it's the same. It's
Okay,
probably fewer because I think there's fewer. I don't know.
but the numbers are kind
It
of the
actually it
same.
may not. No, I think it may actually be more track athletes because it's men and women. Yeah, because it's men and women.
Yeah.
But proportionally, I think it's more or less the same.
Okay.
It's a statistical incredibly unlikelihood for
I
you
mean, a lot of
to
things have to line up correctly for you, right? You got some luck. You got to have good coaches. There's a lot of things to line up right.
yeah yeah. I mean,
Of course,
absolutely.
you got to have
I
natural
was thinking
talent.
about the luck part, but
Yeah.
yeah, you do need things to go in your favor
Yeah.
for sure. You need to have
Obviously,
tailwinds.
you got to be naturally fast. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then you have to go to the right school, be with the right coach, have the right environment, not get hurt. Uh, yeah, you need a lot of things to go right. It's it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Mhm.
It's so unlikely. It's yeah. You don't think about it too when you're one of those people
Mhm.
because you're just comparing yourself. You don't look at it as like millions of people.
Yeah.
You're looking at it like there's 15 people I
Yeah.
should be thinking about. Um, but it's best. I think it's best you look at it that way. Because if not, you're just gonna get intimidated by the sheer volume of people that can take you out, which is why it's ever uh so impressive to medal or even be at the
Yeah.
Olympics. 'Cause it's it's like the most difficult thing to do in all sports.
Yeah. You're so driven. This was one event every 4 years, right? It's kind of insane.
Yeah, yeah. It's a level of competition people cannot really um they can't empathize with it. Like they just can't. They don't know what that's like. to do that sheer amount of work, and then for it to come down to a matter of inches.
Mhm.
It's the precision and consistency over years. It's it's insane.
Yeah, I can imagine. Have you been to? I mean, have you been to any Olympics since 2016 as a spectator?
No, I will be at the next one, LA though.
Okay,
I'll definitely be in it.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm guaranteed. I'm being in LA. And I'm looking forward to it. That should be fun. That should be. It'd be really good for the sport too.
Yeah, the last one there was, I think, 1984, last Olympics they had there, I think.
In LA.
Yeah, I think it was 84.
Okay. I yeah, well, obviously I wasn't around
Yeah.
for it, but nah, LA, 2028. It should be fireworks there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think you go to a spectator? You think you might go there some kind of a, as part of the UT track team, some kind of way?
Oh no, no, I'm not. No, it would be as a spectator.
Spectator, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, I don't want to be that guy.
Okay.
Like I was looking at the end of that Miami game, the football game,
Oh, yeah, man, that was fucking crazy.
and yeah, it was crazy. And I was Michael Irvin was
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that.
Okay.
Like I don't want to
Okay.
be that at all.
You don't be that guy.
Nah, I who doesn't respect Michael Irvin, but like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
Mike Evers is different than that guy. He's the you through and through.
don't get me wrong. I love Texas hat right. I love my Longhorn
Mhm.
more than anything.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be at one of their events
Mhm.
and like doing theatrics to take
Yeah.
away from the focus of
Yeah.
the field of play. I just that's just not me. That's not me. I think it's kind of corny.
Yeah. That's true. So anything else that I asked you that I didn't, or anything else you want to talk about?
No, this was great. I do want to reemphasize though. The so the track stuff, that's my next hurrah.
Mhm.
Like that's the next thing. Step one was build out an investment bank and grow it. We're still doing it. It's not like that's like a side project. It's still the main thing. But the next hurrah is to build out a track and field investment company, providing financing and creating new uh, opportunities, whether it's the way of expanding on existing meets or helping create a new league. Like that's I am wholly invested into it. It's exciting. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, I'm uprooting my entire family
Yeah.
to be closer to that to where everything's happening at to carry that on. And